Today we're going to be cold calling and door knocking sellers, guys, live on the road. This is a live peer into my day as I go out and just work these leads, whether it's calling, door knocking, texting, all sorts of stuff, guys. You're going to see some live interactions, how I talk to these folks, how the best way to help them and give them the resources that they need. So guys, let's get into the video. That'd be a loan modification.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good strategy for sure. If they can do that, I would definitely do that. Sometimes it can just, you don't get approved or it takes some time. It's good to have some other options too in your back pocket.
Okay. I've received other calls about people wanting to buy my house. I just kind of lost it. You know, I'm 62 years old. I'm on disability. I live on disability. I have nothing.
Right.
Except a place to live, and I've been thinking about how I'm going to live on the street. And as soon as
That wouldn't be good. I mean, that'd be the last thing I'd want to have you do is be on the street. There's some programs available for folks in your situation to help catch up those payments and even get you some, potentially, get you some help in that respect sometimes, along with the loan modification. Yeah. Happy to share those with you, or any resources I have.
I'm just gonna try and take it easy right now because my chest is hurting, and like I said, it floored me. Right now, I'm just down a mess.
Sure. What happened?
Well, like I said, it's just I got phone calls about some Indian people, and then some other guy saying that they would like to something about the house going up for sale, and before that to sell my house.
Oh, I got you.
Well, I didn't even know I was in foreclosure yet. I haven't been notified. And so I just kind of freaked out.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's no fun at all.
But if it's filed like that, then that's why I'm getting the phone calls.
Yeah, what happens is the bank will appoint a lawyer to handle it for them, and then that's when the notice gets filed with the county, and then, probably in the next few days, I would probably expect a certified letter from a law firm notifying you that they're, of the same thing, basically.
Okay.
So,
Well, I contacted Rocket Mortgage. It's a plan to, like I said, it's help you get back on track.
Yeah, that'd be the best thing for sure. That would be the best thing for sure if you could get that with them. I mean, they'll keep they're gonna continue forward with that foreclosure proceeding. Now, if you're working with them and you have like loss mitigation and loan modification, in process, they won't usually go forward with that sale until they give you approval or denial on that. So I would just talk. I'm sure you have some kind of representative there, perhaps.
No, I'm gonna call KC lawyer.
There's a service called Legal Aid.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I just was working with a gentleman and they helped him get an auction stop. They help, folks that are having some income problems. He was an older guy in his 60s, I think, and he didn't have any income.
Yeah. I'm going to keep your number down, okay?
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
I just appreciate your help.
Yeah, of course, I'm happy to answer any questions or give you any resources I have available.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I just called that guy that was a foreclosure lead, and he called me back, and we had just had a good conversation. Just wanted to help him. Guys, you really got to put yourself in that trusted advisor, kind of think of yourself almost a social worker helping these folks. And as you can see the difference, the guys called him, just wanted to buy his house. He just blew him off, but I called him wanting to really help him. And if it comes to where he needs to do something, he's probably going to help me because I'm the one that gave him value and offered him some help instead of just trying to. You really want to just try to help these people and they'll help you is how I like to see it. So this one, there's a dog at home, so probably occupied, but it's definitely in rough shape. Couple dogs. Well, yeah, they might not do that then. I mean, the third thing would be to, I mean, this is like a last case scenario, but you know, a Chapter 13 bankruptcy would definitely stop the auction if it got down to that and give you a little bit more time. It's really just a Band-Aid though. I mean, it may make sense in your situation if you're trying to get all this stuff resettled though.
Okay. I hadn't even thought about that, but okay.
And that, you know, that with a Chapter 13, that allows you to stay in your home and, you know, basically work with all your creditors to restructure your payments in a way you can afford.
Well, see, the only thing I have is just the house payment.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I'm still able to make my car payment, so I'm able to do that. But, you know, they've worked with me too, so.
Right. Have you looked into a program like the Safer program at all?
No. Because
Okay.
I think I'd make too much money for that.
Possibly, you know, it's like a COVID related program. So even it doesn't, I don't know if it's necessarily by income. It's more about if you were, you know, your situation was impacted by COVID, I think is the criteria.
Okay.
And I mean,
well, I've got the information on that. I've just not called. So I guess I need to do that like now.
yeah, that would be good. You know, the sooner the better. I mean, you know, the fourth option, I mean, as a backup, I mean, it doesn't sound like it's something you're really interested in at all, but just so you are aware, and I wouldn't even mess with this until you exhaust all these other things, but like, you know, selling the house to, you know, cash and moving somewhere else. You know, fifth would be selling it what's called a sub-2 sale, where an investor would come and basically take over that loan and catch it up and then, you know, make the payments and you could live there as a long-term tenant. I mean, generally your payment would go up in rent, but you would be able to stay in the home, you know. And again, that's just a backup option. I would try to exhaust these other options before considering that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When a foreclosure happens, how long does that normally take? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, what the public notice I got here, you know, just a couple days ago, generally you'll have about probably 5 or 6 weeks from today before an auction date. The law firm handling it will send you some certified mail indicating that. From this point, you probably have 5 or 6 weeks unless you can get it extended by working with the bank or catching it up, you know.
Yeah, because I can't even get a loan. My credit's so screwed up right now, I can't even get a loan to pay that, you know, to reinstate it, to get it to reinstate.
Yeah, that's a bad situation. It seems like a lot of folks, so that's kind of, they get in like a little catch-22, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would call this Safer. I mean, what do you think? Is staying there something you really want to do? I mean, or...
My husband and I built that house in 2003, and yes, I would like to stay there if
absolutely.
I can.
So that'd be good. I do have a good foreclosure defense attorney that I work with. You know, he can help. He, you know, will do like a, you know, kind of an evaluation of your situation for free and tell you what a good option would be if he can maybe work with the bank on your behalf, you know, because sometimes they can even, you know, you can get second loan modifications sometimes. That could be beneficial for you.
And see, and here in the last 3 or 4 or 5 months, I haven't even made my payment because they told me I couldn't even, unless it was the full amount due.
Yep.
Meaning everything backdated, I couldn't even make a payment.
Yep. Yeah, that's usually how it is. They just, after a certain point, it's all or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Were you just at my house?
I was, yep.
Okay. All right.
I would probably try the Safer and maybe call this attorney or work with the bank. I mean, that's probably what I would do to start.
Okay. Do you want to give me the attorney information or
absolutely.
what?
Let me pull it up.
Okay.
Okay, you ready to write it down?
Yes.
Okay. And his name is last name.
Okay.
And his email is .com.
Okay.
And he's a local attorney.
Okay.
His specialty is foreclosure defense as well as bankruptcy and that sort of thing. So this is what he does all day long.
Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm getting ready to load kids here now, so I will see what I can do.
Okay, all right.
All right, thanks for your call.
Thanks. Let me know how it goes. Bye.
All right, thanks.
So guys, just got off the phone with that lady that, again, I just door knocked her house, called her numbers, and was able to have a really positive conversation with them to help that, you know, gave her some resources she didn't have before, and hopefully they'll be able to get this foreclosure stopped. But you know, if not, built a lot of value. Hopefully she'll call me if she ends up needing to sell the house. That could be a good deal for us. So keep up the good work.